Go.
Well, a Fellowship of Christian Farmers this morning, we're having a meeting in Rochelle, Illinois, at Iron Skillet. It's a great place to eat, so it's a great place to have a meeting. And I'm Dennis Schlagel of the Fellowship of Christian Farmers, and we have Dan and Lori Miller, who are in the Freeport area, and not Freeport, it's Forreston, right, Forreston. Well, anyway, we had a tremendous tornado that we responded to in Sullivan, Indiana, and Dan and Lori were the first ones on the scene, and it was a really exciting trip, and we weren't sure there were so many tornadoes going on. We didn't know quite which one to do.
Exactly.
So how did we decide which one to go to?
Well, first of all, Lori and I have been involved in disaster relief since Katrina, actually. We've done a lot of tornadoes. We were heading to Mississippi, down by Tupelo, and suddenly, or on a Sunday morning at 7 a.m., I see a news report about this tornado in Sullivan. She had been trying to find things out about Southern Illinois tornado all day Saturday, and on Sunday morning I see this. We're scheduled to leave on Monday morning at 5 a.m. So all day Sunday this kept brewing, and it's like we're supposed to go to Sullivan and not Mississippi, which was a 12-hour drive. This would be 6, half of it. So she started making phone calls and trying to make some contacts and find out more. And long story, but by about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, she was about ready to kill me. I said,
It just wasn't coming together.
well, we're supposed to go to Indiana, but it's like she had heard in the morning at church service to stay the course.
Yeah.
And I heard, trust God. And we did both. We headed south and we took a left.
Well, it was exciting for me because I had met Dan and Lori before, but it wasn't long, and I felt like, man, we're related here somehow.
Yeah.
And I asked them, I said, it's a week after the Sullivan, that little community south of Terre Haute. They had 150 homes destroyed, means you got a lot of building damage to deal with. And I said, if you can, try to find an excavator. And how did you wind up finding an excavator?
We started making phone calls before we got to Terre Haute, and one of our guys had called McAllister, and they said, no, we don't have anything right now, with a thumb on it, a grapple. And at that point, they had quoted him like $2,200 for a machine for a week. And we called some other places, and I ended up calling them back about a half hour later, and got a hold of a different guy. And he said, wait a minute, let me go out in the lot and look. He said, we have a brand new cat machine here with a thumb that we're going to put in the lease program, but he said, we'll rent you that. And it turned out to be like $1,400 instead of $2,200. And I said, we'll take it. Let me call Dennis.
Well, I told him, make notes because the Lord is blessing us, and that is a brand new machine. I got to increase my insurance protection on it, and it was a wonderful week of being a catalyst.
Yeah.
God opening doors, and we're hoping it works out that Dan and Lori can be at our conference in Dubuque, Iowa on the 25th to the 27th of July. So that's a part of the news. It's not the whole story, but from Rochelle, Illinois, this is Dennis Schlagel and Dan and Lori Miller, and we look forward to seeing you in Dubuque.